Step 2. Invite people.
After completing Step 1, start your business, begin inviting people to learn about the Jusuru business and/or products.
Fundamental principles.
As we begin this step, there are two important factors that will not only affect your results, but also your attitude.
Number 1. It's a numbers game.
It's important to understand that finding people to join Jusuru and to purchase our products is a numbers game. The more people you introduce to the Jusuru business, the more people will join your team and the more sales you will make. Yes, you can do a lot of things to increase your results, as you will learn in this training, but remember, it's a numbers game. Before you start making invitation calls, it is critical for you to recognize that not everyone will accept your invitation to learn about Jusuru. You will be turned down often, but you cannot allow those who decline your invitation to discourage you. When someone says no, it is vital that you maintain a positive attitude and move on to the next person. You are looking for the right people at the right time in their lives.
Number 2. People need to like and trust you.
People must like and trust you if they're going to do business with you. If people don't buy you, they won't buy anything that comes out of your mouth. This is a life lesson, not just a lesson on how to build a successful business. Your number one goal with every prospective Jusuru business partner and customer is to be liked and respected, plain and simple. If you're intentional about building a brand for yourself, when people think of you, they will think of someone they appreciate and respect.
Finding customers and business partners.
Let's start the invitation process by taking a look at the types of people you can introduce to our business and products. We can group them into the following 6 categories.
Number 1. Your friends, acquaintances, and relatives. Also known as your warm market.
Your warm market are people with whom you have some degree of a relationship. In marketing your Jusuru business, your highest percentage of success will come from those you know. The people in your warm market know you, respect you, and are more likely to be open to what you have to offer than people with whom you have no relationship.
Number 2. Your social media contacts.
Your social media contacts are people with whom you are connected on social sites such as LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook. If you are like most people, you're connected with people with whom you don't have a personal relationship. These contacts can be a great source of business if you build a relationship with them. This can best be accomplished by showing an interest in them and the messages they post. It is not recommended to post anything about our business or products on these sites when you're just starting your Jusuru business. Instead, approach them individually and request a phone or in-person appointment to talk further.
Number 3. Referrals from your friends, acquaintances, and relatives.
People who have been referred to you are excellent prospects. Set a goal to get at least one referral from each satisfied product customer. Also, set a goal to ask for at least one referral from each person who declines to participate in the business.
Number 4. The new people you meet each day.
Each day we meet new people either over the phone or in person. This group of people can be a great source of leads if you are intentional in your conversations. When you meet people, ask probing questions and listen to learn if they have a need that our business or products could fulfill. Here are some examples of business questions you could ask. What do you do for a living? How did you get into that line of work? Do you enjoy what you do? If you could change one thing about your job, what would it be? Here are some examples of product questions you could ask. Do you like to work out and stay active? Do you take any nutritional supplements? How do you take care of your skin? Do you know anyone with joint problems? Perhaps you'll think of other questions that may enable you to open the door so you can introduce your business and products. With some people, you may want to build a relationship first and then ask for a business card. At some point over the next 48 hours, call them. Let them know it was nice meeting them, compliment them, and invite them to look at Jusuru.
Number 5. Your common market.
Your common market includes the people with whom you have something in common, such as people in your graduating class, people in your line of work, people who attend your religious institution, or members of your club or organization. Think about other groups of people with whom you have something in common. Write the names of these groups along with your list of those you know. When people have something in common with you, an instant bond seems to form that influences people's decisions. It's like meeting someone from your hometown while on vacation 1,000 miles away.
Number 6. The cold market.
The cold market are contacts you've never met. To prospect them, you would use such methods as direct mailings, cold calling, online marketing, and other such marketing techniques. If at any point you do find new business partners in the cold market, it should be your goal to get them started working their warm markets. However, if you follow this success cycle training correctly as you introduce the Jusuru business, you may never have to work this group.
The strategy of the invitation call.
Of all the information contained within the training system, this step is the most important for you to master. The reason is simple. If you are unsuccessful in getting people to review the Jusuru business opportunity, you will also be unsuccessful in building a network of business partners. Much of your success will result from inviting people correctly. This training will teach you how to invite your warm market to learn about your business and products, but the concepts, scripts, and ideas can be easily modified to apply to any group of people that you want to target. The ultimate goal of the invitation call is to gain an agreement from the people you're calling to learn more about the Jusuru business and products. There are 3 major objectives of an invitation call. These are also referred to as the 3 C's. 1. Create curiosity. Arouse interest and curiosity so that people you contact will want to learn about your business and products. 2. Control yourself. Control yourself from answering questions or getting into the details of our business and products. Number 3, commitment. Gain a firm commitment on a time to talk again if you're sending them to beginfromwithin.com to watch 1 or more of our videos. If you're going to walk your prospects through the videos over the phone, or if you're scheduling a personal presentation, then arrange a firm time for this appointment. If you're giving your prospect a presentation DVD, then you will want to schedule a firm time to follow up. Each of these points will be covered in detail as we go through the invitation process.
Inviting people over the phone.
Here are the 8 steps to follow as you go through the process of inviting someone to look at our business and products using the phone. These ideas and approaches can easily be modified and used to invite someone in person as well.
Step 1. Prepare for the phone call.
As you get ready to make your invitation calls, find a quiet place where you can make your calls without distractions. Then take a few minutes and reflect on your primary reasons for building your business. This will help serve as a motivation source. Next, set a goal as to how many people you are committed to calling at this time, making as many calls as your time allows. To begin calling, start by selecting someone on your list of contacts. Take a minute to concentrate on this person. Ask yourself, why might this person have an interest in my business and products? Think of reasons why the Jusuru business and products may be attractive to him or her. Consider the reasons you would want to be in business with this person. Knowing this information will help you craft the most effective invitation.
Step 2. Make the call.
Always call with positive expectations. Having a positive mindset is directly correlated to success. For best results, keep your energy level high and speak with confidence and controlled enthusiasm. How you sound when making an invitation call is just as important as what you say. When you're ready, relax and make the call.
Step 3. After a friendly hello, determine availability.
When starting a conversation, always be personable and friendly. After a pleasant hello, determine if the person you're calling is busy, on another line, or doing something that would distract him or her from listening to you. You could ask, "Did I catch you at a good time?" Or, "Are you busy?" Or, "Do you have 10 minutes?" Or whatever you feel comfortable asking to make this determination. If the person is busy, ask, "When would be a good time for me to call back when you would be near your computer?" and schedule a time to call again. When appropriate, show a genuine interest in the person you're calling. One of the best ways to win friends and influence people is to show an interest in them. In order to develop this rapport, ask them how they're doing or ask about their kids or a hobby or sport or whatever you feel would be appropriate based on your relationship. This is essential and requires an intentional effort.
Step 4. Compliment your prospect.
Praising people is always a positive thing to do. Everyone wants to be complimented, to be appreciated, and to be recognized for who they are or for what they've done. As you invite people, find ways to give a genuine compliment. When you compliment others, it makes them feel good, and thus they are more open-minded. It also positively influences how they feel about you.
Step 5. Confidently give your invitation.
Think about the approach you believe would be the most effective at getting them to take their time to review the Jusuru business and products. The main objective of the invitation is to create interest. Deliver a natural and confident invitation and never say anything that would be perceived as begging them to look at your business and product. Instead, be proud, strong, and confident. If they don't have an interest, that's okay. Just move on. Additionally, be deliberate and controlled in your conversation. The less you say during your invitation, the better. If you're intentional in what you say, you will be highly successful in gaining positive agreements from people to learn about the business and products. If, on the other hand, you talk too much because you're either not prepared or lack self-control, you will likely struggle and get a low percentage of people who accept your invitation. Let's now take a look at some different invitation scripts. Think about the ones you would feel most comfortable using. For simplicity, these approaches will teach you how to invite someone to watch one or more of our professionally produced videos at beginfromwithin.com. But they can be easily modified when inviting someone to a presentation or when requesting someone to review our presentation DVD. These scripts may be modified, or you may develop scripts yourself or with your sponsor over time. But the following are proven examples to help get you started quickly and efficiently.
Invitation option. The discovery invitation.
With the discovery invitation, you would seek to identify a need, pain, or concern that you feel our business and/or products can help address. If you can first recognize a way that you can help people achieve something important to them, they will be much more inclined to take their time to learn about your business. Here are some examples of business invitations. When talking with a prospect, you could ask,
Bob, the recession has impacted so many people. Has it impacted you in even the slightest of ways?
If what he does for a living is being negatively impacted by the economy, you could ask him to elaborate. Then when the time is right, simply ask,
Would you be open to diversifying your income?
If you're on the phone with your friend, you could ask,
George, how are things going with your job?
If he mentions anything negative about his job, ask him to elaborate. As he tells you about his areas of concern, listen and consider an approach that would be most effective. After he finishes, you could say,
Let me ask you a question. If there were a business you could start working part-time from your home that could later replace your full-time income, would it be of interest to you?
If you're on the phone talking with a friend, you could ask,
I'm curious, just between you and me, have you ever considered starting your own part-time business?
If he says he has, ask him what he has considered. When appropriate, invite him to look at our business. Here are some examples of product invitations. When talking with him, you could ask,
Do you like to work out and stay active?
If he responds positively, then you could simply say,
I've been using a great product that can help keep you healthy and stay active longer. Would you like to know what I'm using?
If you're on the phone with your friend, you could ask,
George, do you take nutritional supplements?
If he responds that he does, ask him to elaborate. As he tells you about them, listen and consider an approach that would be most effective. After he finishes, you could say,
Let me ask you a question. Are you aware of the absorption benefits of a liquid?
If you're on the phone talking with a friend, you could ask,
Tina, I'm curious, just between you and me, how do you take care of your skin?
If she explains, ask her what product she uses. When appropriate, invite her to look at our product by saying,
I discovered a product that works from the inside out to keep skin and joints healthy by replenishing the nutrients and collagen we lose as we age. Would you like to know what it is?
When people say yes to any of these questions, proceed to invite them to review our introductory video at beginfromwithin.com. If you're building your business using personal presentations, you will invite them to a presentation. Identifying a person's need, pain, or concern first and then offering our business and products as a solution is a highly effective invitation strategy. This strategy is especially productive with the people you meet in the course of a normal day. As you meet new people each day, ask them questions. When they respond, listen carefully to what they say to see if you can identify a need, pain, or concern that your business and products could fulfill.
Invitation option. The direct invitation.
With the direct invitation, you invite someone to watch our introductory video without giving them any information. Here are some examples of the direct invitation. You could call Mark and say,
I have just a minute, but wanted to give you a call. Mark, what's your schedule this week when you would have 30 minutes? I have something I would like to chat with you about.
Proceed to set up a time to talk again when he will have access to his computer. On the second call, you will ask Mark to go to beginfromwithin.com and then remain on the phone as you walk him through the 3 videos. This allows you to control the process and answer his questions as he learns more about the Jusuru business and products. If you were talking to Mary and knew she was at home, you could say,
Mary, I have something I would like to show you briefly. Do you have 5 minutes?
If yes, ask her if she has access to her computer. If yes, ask her to go to beginfromwithin.com and watch the first video while you remain on the phone. When she's done watching the introduction video, ask her what she liked, discuss it, and determine her interest in learning more. If she doesn't have 5 minutes now, or if she doesn't have her computer available, schedule another time to talk and go through this same process. In this second option, you're just asking for 5 minutes rather than 30 minutes. This will allow you to be on the phone while your prospects watch the first video. If they're interested and have more time available, you can remain on the phone while they watch each additional video. If they're interested after watching the first video but don't have more than 5 minutes, ask them how soon they can watch the additional videos and schedule a firm time to follow up.
Invitation option. The business invitation.
Unlike the direct invitation with the business invitation, you tell them you're inviting them to look at a business. Here are some examples of the business invitation. You are on the phone with your friend talking about his son's soccer team that's playing for the regional championship, and you're catching up on how he is doing. Then when the timing is right, you would say,
I have just another minute, but I wanted to let you know there's going to be a small group of us getting together at my home Thursday night to discuss starting our own business with a highly respected company expanding into the area. I've got a lot of respect for you, Joe, and thought you may want to join us. Would you like to be included?
If he asks a question, ask him if he has 5 minutes. If yes, ask him if he's near his computer. If yes, ask him to go to beginfromwithin.com, and while you remain on the phone, ask him to watch the first video. After hearing about your friend's golf game, you could say,
Ellen, I'm working with a small group of entrepreneurs and business professionals who are heading up the expansion of a unique and innovative business. One of the features that make this business unique is that it offers the ability to start their own part-time businesses without interfering with their full-time careers. It also offers low startup costs and the ability to earn a long-term recurring income. As I thought of the qualified people I'd really enjoy working with, I thought of you. Would you be open to hearing what we are doing?
You're on the phone with a colleague who has just told you he had his best sales year ever. Although he sounds happy, don't assume he's not open to considering his options.
Invitation option. My story invitation.
When using the My Story invitation, you will share with people why you have made the decision to diversify your income. Then invite them to explore what you're doing. This is one of the most popular invitations. Here are 2 examples of this style of invitation. After talking about Joe's weekend at the lake, proceed by saying,
Joe, as you know, I've enjoyed a successful real estate career, but because of the constant demands of my time as a real estate agent and the uncertainty surrounding the real estate industry, I've decided to diversify my income. After considering my options, I've made the decision to team up with a highly respected company to help expand their business here in the area. It is a well-established company looking for the right people to help them develop this region. As I consider those I respect and admire, I thought of you. Would you have an interest in reviewing some information to see if this might appeal to you?
You're on the phone with Joe laughing about some photos that he posted on Facebook. When you ask,
Joe, have you got a couple minutes?
Sure, why?
Well, with all the uncertainty in the economy and my career, I've made the decision to diversify my income. In looking at my options, I came across a unique company offering a simple home-based business model. I don't know if it would be of interest to you, but if it is, I would enjoy working with you to develop the area. Would you be open to learning what we are doing?
when sharing with people why you're using Jusuru products, sharing your story can be one of the easiest ways to invite. Here are 2 examples of this style of invitation. After talking about Joe's weekend at the lake, proceed by saying,
Joe, as you know, I've had joint problems for a long time. I was introduced to a product that has worked wonders for me. It is from a well-established company backed by science and patents. I know being active is important to you, and I thought of you for this product. Would you have an interest in reviewing some information to see if this might appeal to you?
You're on the phone with Joe, laughing about some photos that he posted on Facebook. When you ask,
Joe, have you got a couple minutes? Well, you know how we're not getting any younger, right? I recently came across a unique product that increases skin's collagen and hydration and decreases fine lines and wrinkles. I've really noticed a difference in the way my skin looks and feels since I started taking it. I don't know if it would be of any interest to you, but if it is, I would enjoy sharing it with you. Would you be open to hearing more about it?
Invitation option. The "Could you do me a favor?"
With the "Could you do me a favor" invitation, you're essentially asking people to do you a favor by checking out your business or product. Here are some business examples. After talking with Joe about his investment business, you could say,
Joe, I've recently started my own business working with a company that has seen some remarkable growth. I've been impressed with what I've seen so far, but I'd be interested in getting your opinion. Would you be willing to take a few minutes to watch a short video overview of what this company is doing?
When talking with Joe, you could ask,
Joe, could you do me a favor? I've started my own part-time business with a unique and innovative company. The more I've learned about this company and its business model, the more excited I've become about its potential. I know you have a great deal of experience in business, and I would like to ask if you'd be willing to take a look at my business and give me some feedback and perhaps some advice.
After talking with Joe about his vacation, you could say,
I've recently teamed up with a group of highly respected people who are leading up the expansion of a rapidly growing company in this area. Who do you know that you consider to be sharp, talented, and ambitious, who might be open for a change?
Joe may respond with some names. However, it is more likely he will ask a question seeking further information. When he does, you would invite him to learn about your business. Here are some product examples. After talking with Joe about his golf game, you could say,
Joe, could you do me a favor? I've recently learned about a patented joint and skin health product, and I'm excited about its potential. I know you have a great deal of experience in health and wellness, and I would like to ask if you would be willing to take a look at it and give me some feedback and perhaps some advice.
After talking with Joe about his vacation, you could say,
I heard about this new product from a friend of mine. It's a natural liquid nutraceutical that increases skin's collagen and hydration and decreases fine lines and wrinkles. It's also a phenomenal joint supplement. Do you know anyone who might have joint problems or wants younger looking skin?
Joe may respond with some names. However, it is more likely he will ask a question seeking further information. When he does, you would invite him to learn about your products.
A follow-up response.
If someone seems hesitant after hearing one of your invitations, or if someone responds with a negative comment, here are the best responses you can give.
Terry, I have the utmost respect for you. When I thought of people that I like and would enjoy working with, I put your name on a short list. If you don't have an interest in learning more, that's fine. I was just thinking of you.
Then wait for a response. If he doesn't respond with a decision to learn more, thank him for his time, move on, and make the next call.
Mark, all I wanted to accomplish in this brief phone conversation was to see if you might be open to diversifying your income or doing something else. If this is not the right time for you, that's okay. Your name came to mind, and I thought if it were the right time in your life, I'd really enjoy working with you. Sue, I completely understand how you feel. When I first heard about this product, I thought you would definitely want to hear more. If you don't, that's okay. Would you happen to know anyone who has joint problems, wants younger looking skin, or could use some extra part-time income?
These takeaway responses not only work, but they also feel good to use.
Inviting by using voicemail.
When you call people, you need to be prepared to hear their voicemail. Leaving a short message is recommended. People who have caller ID will know you called. Here is an example of the type of message you could leave for someone.
Tim, I hope you had a great weekend. When you have a chance, give me a call on my cell phone. I have something I want to discuss with you. My number is 555-1234. That number again is 555-1234. I look forward to our conversation. Take care.
Inviting by email, text, or social media.
The only time to consider using email, text messaging, or social media in the invitation process is to send a personalized direct message to schedule an appointment to talk by phone or to meet in person. Mass invitations sent to everyone you know, whether it is by email, an online invitation service, or through a social media site, are not very effective when inviting people to learn about our business.
Using email to schedule a time to talk over the phone.
Here's an example of an email you could send. Hi, Emily. I hope you had a great weekend. I would like to speak with you for 5 to 10 minutes sometime in the next couple days. It would need to be a time when you have internet access. I have something I'd like to show you. Would you be available to talk tomorrow evening between 6 and 8 or Wednesday afternoon between 2 and 5? If these times don't work, please give me a couple times that work for you. Please confirm the number you want me to use. Thanks so much, Sue.
Using text messaging to schedule an appointment.
Here's an example of the type of text message you could send to someone. Hi Bill, I have something I would like to kick around with you. Would you be available for a 10-minute call after you get home from work? It's much more productive to call someone when they're expecting your call.
Using Facebook to schedule an appointment.
Here's an example of the type of Facebook message you could send to someone. Hi Peggy, I have something I want to discuss with you. When will you be available for a brief call? As you begin inviting people, make sure you are strategic with your invitations. Yes, your close friends may be willing to look at your business and products even if you say and do all the wrong things. However, even that has a downside because you will have just taught them the wrong way to invite. Later, when they join your team and duplicate your invitation, their results will not be optimal in the way that inviting in person or over the phone can be. Remember, in this business, everything duplicates.
Create your own personalized invitation script.
Now that you've heard a variety of invitations, create the scripts you will use when you call people. It is a well-known fact that those who use a script or outline of what they want to say enjoy the best results. Well-prepared scripts allow you to clearly articulate what you want to say when inviting people to look at our business and products, help you stay focused on what you want to say, and prevent you from saying too much. All are important ingredients for successful invitations. Use one of the scripts in this step or create a script that you would feel most comfortable using by selecting parts from this step's invitations. When creating a script, make certain it sounds natural and that you can read it smoothly and with sincere feeling. Ask one or more of your sponsorship team to share with you the invitations that have worked best for them. Once you have finished your script or outline of talking points, practice reading it. Role play with your spouse or record it and listen to your invitation.
Step 6. Prepare for questions and overcoming objections.
When you are successful at arousing interest and curiosity, it is likely that you will be asked many questions from your prospects. It is important to anticipate their questions and be prepared to immediately address them with confidence. The objective is to present logical and reasonable responses to their questions, not to create resistance. Rather than answering a lot of questions over the phone, it's best if you answer their specific questions briefly. Leading by example and following the system will accelerate the duplication process within your business. The following are some of the most common questions you will hear when people want to know more, along with some suggested responses.
What are you doing? What kind of business is it?
Here is an effective response.
Joe, when I was first introduced to the business, I had a lot of questions, and you will too. If you don't mind, I would ask that you watch our short introductory video. It's very impressive. It is designed to give you a professional overview of the business. Then, if you're interested in learning more, we can get together and discuss in greater detail and go over all your questions. Are you near your computer?
What kind of product or service do you sell? What is Jusuru? What is liquid biocell?
When asked these questions, use the response from the previous question, or you can answer their question directly. Here's an example of a direct response.
It's a unique liquid product that is selling amazingly well. While I'm excited to talk with you about it, I really would prefer not to get into the details on the phone. You truly need to see the whole picture. When you see what we are doing, I think you will really like it. Would you be open to watching a short 5-minute introductory video?
Remember, less is better.
Is this network marketing, direct sales, or MLM?
No matter how well you invite, this question arises from time to time. If you hear it frequently, modify your invitation so that it sounds more unique and exclusive. Although we are a part of a global $160 billion plus industry with over 90 million individuals, there are still those who don't understand the industry. There are 2 different options for responses.
Yes, it is, Tom. Are you familiar with the industry?
Then discuss his experience. If he had any negative experiences, ask him to elaborate on them. When he's done, you could point out the differences with Jusuru by saying,
Tom, I've done an incredible amount of research on this industry. Would you like to know what I've learned?
When Tom agrees, say,
I've found that if we find a rock-solid company with highly consumable products backed by patents before they go global, we can have great success in this business.
Keep the conversation positive, and if he appears open to learning about our business or products, tell him with a confident tone.
When you learn more about what our company can offer, you will be impressed. You really will, Tom. If I send you an email with a link to a short introductory video, will you take 5 minutes to watch it?
Or you could say,
Joe, our business model is built on the strengths of different business concepts, including network marketing. When you learn more about our company and what we are doing, I believe you will see what makes us unique. I was very skeptical at first, but I have really been impressed with what I've seen. Would you be open to taking 5 minutes to watch a short introductory video to decide if this might be of interest to you?
How much does it cost?
Our low startup costs are just one of the many things that make our business so unique, especially when you consider its potential. I believe you will be impressed. Do you have 5 minutes to watch a short introductory video?
I don't have the money. I can't afford it.
When people ask this question, here's a good response.
I know times have been pretty tough, which is exactly why so many of us have started our own businesses and are already making money. We can show you how to become profitable quickly and get your products for free. And at no point are you alone in this. Can you move your schedule around to take a closer look?
I don't have the time.
When people make this statement, here's a good response.
I sure do know how you feel, and I felt the same way when I first heard about this. Would you like to know what I found? I found that for something this good, you can make the time by just a few small adjustments to your schedule. Can I share some more information with you?
I don't know if I'm interested.
If someone says anything that would make you feel like they are pondering your invitation, make a strong statement about your business, and then ask for a decision. Here is a good response.
Well, it's up to you. This would only take 5 minutes of your life to learn more. If you're not interested, you've lost 5 minutes. But what if this was the perfect fit for you and you choose not to even take the time to make an honest evaluation? What have you got to lose?
I'm not interested.
When you hear this response, it may mean they aren't at a point in life where they're open to considering ways of diversifying their income, which is a completely acceptable response. If you hear it frequently, you should refine your script and try to improve your results. You should also talk to one or more of your sponsorship team to see if they can offer you some insight. When people tell you they aren't interested, thank them for their consideration and ask permission to stay in touch from time to time. If it's appropriate, you could also try this response.
George, would it be okay if I followed up with you from time to time to give you an update on how I'm doing and to see if the timing in your life has changed? By the way, if you know anyone who has joint problems, wants to look younger, or could use some extra part-time income, I would be extremely thankful for the referral.
Step 7. Get a firm commitment.
When your contacts agree to learn about the Jusuru business and products, get a firm commitment from them, either to meet or talk again. Firm means definite, exact, for sure, not maybe or perhaps, not I'll try or if I can. When introducing the business using our introductory videos, get a firm commitment for an exact time when you will follow up to discuss what they've learned. This is assuming you referred them to beginfromwithin.com and were not on the phone when they watched the video. If you're meeting for a personal presentation, secure a firm commitment for a time and place where you will meet. If you're using our presentation DVDs, schedule a firm time to talk again.
Reasons to schedule firm appointments.
There are a lot of reasons to schedule firm appointments. It shows you take your business seriously, which in turn builds your personal brand. It allows you to spend your time productively because you won't be playing phone tag trying to chase down your prospects. It serves as a deadline for your prospects to watch the video. It assures prospects that you will be calling them, so they will be expecting your call. When setting up times to meet or to talk again, remember you always want to create a sense of urgency.
The 2 most valuable words. How soon?
The best 2 words to use in building a sense of urgency are how soon? How soon can you watch this video? Or how soon would you be near your computer with internet access? When asking others how soon they can do something, they will generally respond with the earliest possible time.
Setting up a follow-up time by phone.
If someone agrees to watch one of our introductory videos, simply ask, "Tim, how soon will you be able to watch it?" If he says he would be able to watch it tonight, try to schedule a time to talk tonight immediately after he watches the video, which is when his interest will be at its peak. With every passing moment from the time he finishes watching the video to the time you actually talk again, Tim's interest will likely decline. Therefore, it should always be your goal to talk as soon as possible. If Tim responds to this question and says he could watch the video tonight after dinner, then you would want to say, would it be okay if I call you tonight to discuss it further while it's fresh on your mind? If he says yes, you could say, great. What time would be best for you? If he says 8:30, your response would be,
That's perfect. I'll make a note in my appointment book to call you tonight at 8:30. I believe you will be impressed with what you learn. If you happen to review it before then, please give me a call while the information is fresh on your mind.
Avoid general follow-up times.
If someone can't commit to a firm time for whatever reason, try to at least set up a tentative specific time to talk, and then tell them if there is a conflict to let you know. If the person is married, invite the spouse to watch the video as well.
Step 8. Ending the call.
After you receive a firm commitment, gracefully end the conversation as soon as possible. The best way to end a conversation is by saying something positive. For example, I'm looking forward to talking with you again tonight at 7.
Wrap up.
If you are like most new people, you may feel uncomfortable at first when inviting people to learn about the Jusuru business and products. When people are uncomfortable with some activity, they generally avoid doing it. That is human nature. Challenge yourself to be disciplined and consistent in your prospecting efforts. Like anything new, the more you do it, the more comfortable you will become.